In an interview on Newsmax this week, Republican Representative Clay Higgins from Louisiana issued what is essentially a direct threat to Special Prosecutor Jack Smith. Now, before I read you what Clay Higgins said, let me give you a little context. This week, it's been out there in the news because media outlets have tried to get it unredacted. But back in the news again is Jack Smith's request from early this year, back in January, the subpoena he sent to Twitter to get Donald Trump's, Twitter files, essentially. Let's call it that. And it's back in the news this week because media outlets said, hey, we want all that too. They'll make it public record, unredact everything. And the court's like, no, we're absolutely not going to do that. Jack Smith has what he has because it's part of his investigation. We're not going to give it to the media. This is still private. So it was back in the news for that. Clay Higgins was responding to that. And here is what he said of Jack Smith. So I'll just say that his days are numbered. And American patriots are not going to stand idly by, good sir, and allow our republic to dissolve. We are prepared to fight, legally and peacefully, and within the parameters of the Constitution, with every ounce of our might and focus. Your days are numbered, which it's not clear if Mr. Higgins is saying, hey, your days as a special prosecutor are numbered, your days with the DOJ are numbered, or if he's suggesting that your days as a living, breathing human being are numbered. He didn't specify, so obviously we can't jump to any conclusions with that. We just know that according to Clay Higgins, in one aspect of his life, Jack Smith's days are somehow numbered, according to what Mr. Higgins said. He then said that we patriotic Americans, of course referring to the Maga cultists, we're prepared to fight. But then he immediately says, legally and peacefully, right? Within the parameters of the Constitution. Nobody's going to do anything bad. But we're going to fight, and we're not going to sit idly by. So he covered his bases, right? Made sure that it was clear that he was not calling for violence. Just fighting legally and fighting peacefully, which fighting peacefully might be the biggest oxymoron I've ever heard in my life. Like, we're fighting peacefully. Okay. So what Clay Higgins has done here is he's tried to absolve himself of any kind of liability if something were to happen from Jack Smith as a result of his comments. He can go back and say, listen, I said we fight peacefully and legally, meaning, hey, we'll take you on in the court system. I don't know why these people got crazy and violent, right? Now, I think Clay Higgins probably knew exactly what he was doing, which is why he had to cover his bases there. Because with these MAGA cultists, as we have seen in the countless death threats that they have sent to Judge Engeron, his clerk, Judge Tanya Chutkan, Fani Willis, Alvin Bragg, all these people have received countless death threats, right, from the MAGA freaks. And all it takes is for one of their leaders or somebody they admire to go after them. Jack Smith, by the way, has also received numerous death threats. And here he is, accusing Jack Smith of destroying our republic and telling people we need to fight. Kind of like Trump on January 6th during a Stop the Steal rally where he told the people in that crowd, you got to fight like hell. And then they went to the Capitol and tried to fight like hell, right? Higgins was not necessarily as overt in his threat to Jack Smith, who again, he says his days are numbered. But the MAGA freaks don't need clarification. All they want to hear is fight. All they want to hear is his days are numbered, because that's all it takes in their little simple-minded brains to go out there and do something horrific. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.